What's up, YouTube? It's Artisan MC, and today Sunday Bingeable is At Close Range with Sean Penn and Christopher Walken. I saw this movie a long time ago, and it always comes back to me at weird times. I always remember it and I always just seek it out and find it. This time I found it on Amazon Prime. I did have to pay $3 to rent it, but it's worth $3. I can watch it on a Sunday. And it's based on a true story about a boy in some country town who doesn't really have any direction in his life and ends up getting put out of the house with his mother and grandmother and ends up going to live with his father. Turns out that his father runs like a criminal gang in that area, and he conscripts his son into being a part of that gang. Son, does a good job and starts to get his own little crew of guys together, and things kind of go different from there because his crew of guys are kind of dumbasses and they get caught. And because they get caught and the police know who the son is, they try to pressure him to roll over on the dad. And this is where you get the drama in this piece. I'm not going to say any more about that, but that's basically the setup for it. There's a lot of really notable actors in this movie, namely Sean Penn, where you might have seen him most recently in The Gunman, where he looks old and stuff like that. In this, he's really young, obviously. Christopher Walken, I think the latest thing he was in was Seven Psychopaths. That's the only thing I can think of I've seen him in recently. You got Kiefer Sutherland in this, young Kiefer, designated survivor, I think he is. And then you have Crispin Glover, which is from Back to the Future fame as being George McFly, or whatever. They recognize as Mr. World and American Gods, if you're checking out that. So, let me not forget Mary Stuart Masterson. I don't know what she's in recently, but a lot of people, a lot of actors you would recognize in this. Old and young. We also have Chris Penn in this, which I believe is his first movie. So Sean Penn's other brother, Chris Penn, who you know from Reservoir Dogs and a bunch of other stuff, he's in this, but also their mother is in this, which is a really interesting take on this movie, that there was a lot of real family members in this playing family members, which was weird. The other thing is that Madonna, back in the 80s, she was married to Sean Penn, and she did the title song on this movie, Live to Tell, which plays in the beginning. It kind of sets the tone for how this movie goes about. And it's weaved all through the movie, and it's good. And the story, in and of itself, without spoiling it, is really messed up. I mean, it's really messed up what actually happens to this dude. And the fact that it's based on a true story gives it more weight of how people can really beat each other, and blood don't always mean that things are going to be better. It could actually end up being worse. But it's a good movie if you just want to watch it and check it out. It'll be interesting. Like I said, it's on Amazon Prime. It's like $3 on standard definition to rent it for a couple of days. Well, I should give it a look-see. It's just something that I like. I watch a lot of freaking movies. I've seen a lot of freaking movies, and I like them for different things. But in this week of Ad Astra and Joker and all this psychological stuff, and people worried about white boys popping off or whatever, like they haven't been before, this is another movie that hits on that frame of mind that this kind of weird stuff was always going on, and they were always getting it. And this is just another situation, and it's true. So if you feel the need, go ahead and give it a watch. I'm going to go ahead and eat my treats of macaroni and watch this movie, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.